This one is going to be phenomenal. It's Kelly Chang, Betsy Flint versus Taryn Kloth and Kristen Nuss. It's time to get things started. Chang, Flint on the left side of your screen, Kloth and Nuss on the right. Looking for a spot into the finals. Flint's on that one. Nuss with a quick snap, up and over again. Nuss is there. And we saw so much of that a day ago from Kristen Nuss. She's 5'6", but she is the jumbo master. People always talk about range, right? When the hitters range, she challenges you vertically as well in terms of using the entire court length, not just left to right.
Yeah, absolutely, and Kristen Nuss does that so well.
Let's look at Kelly Chang. 2 AVP titles to her name, as do the other two on the other side of the net. Somehow that's it over. Chance to recover.
A lot going on that rally.
Yesterday, she really found another gear, right?
Yes, so she hit 800 in that third set alone yesterday. Kloth puts one away. That third set against Sarah Hughes and Kelly Kalinsky. That was the largest margin in any of those 9 sets played, was 5 points. Wild. There's Betsy Flint, product of LMU. Quick set to Nuss and even quicker feet, Kelly Chang.
Coaching mentor Tyler Hildebrand used to say it like this: your hands are the fastest part of the chain when it comes to blocking.
3-4 on the first switch. Kelly Chang, a premier blocker, national champion out of USC. Big swing and Nuss is there. I'm liking the way Betsy Flint's chasing down these high lines. And finds one of her own.
Yeah, that's a great pickup, great shot. But man, Kristen can dig the ball, can't she? But then controlling the ball, and she does that second part so well. Controls the ball that comes to her.
Kloth originally out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Was a little bit late to the beach game compared to some others now playing.
Yeah, it's fascinating how much control and how good her touch is out on the sand for somebody who's, you know, relatively late to the game.
There's that nuance element that they've got to try and figure out in all the shot selection as well as block.
Yeah, and hand setting, you know, becoming more and more a part of the game. You know, it's you have those things or you don't. Really an impressive athlete to shorten that learning curve as much as she has.
Also impressive in stature as she's marked at 6'4", and again.
Kristen Nuss.
Gets a little too far underneath of that one, does Kristen Nuss. Winners over New Orleans, and yeah, it's important you recognize defeating there. Kloth and Nuss, this is a rematch from that final.
Ooh, what a snap by Betsy, but it will go down. The kill on 2, Taryn Kloth.
They were up 13-10 in that third set against Hughes and Kalinsky. And it was 5 straight the other direction. They're still looking for some redemption here in Chicago. They found some yesterday in that match.
According to our stats, the final loss is their only loss to the team of Kalinsky and Hughes this year, I believe.
Yes, that is correct. It was 3-1 up until that point. Now it's 4-1 as of yesterday's competition. Double's going to be called there.
You know, even on hot days, the ball gets slippery. Players are sweating and so forth. Really never deters good hand setters from breaking out their paws.
Betsy Flint has actually done a nice job. I think maybe 1, 2 at this point have fallen, but the rest have been either out of bounds or picked up by Flint.
Yeah, and I think this part right here, the pull element of the defensive game of Chang and Flint is going to be huge.
Well, and to your point yesterday in that match, first Cannon and Sponsel. Here's another look at Nuss. as they pull off yet again to play double down defense. And another pull dig. That's Chang. Little tomahawk action. And unleashing is Taryn Cloth. Cameron Irwin and Rich Lamborn with you. Nuss walks into that. She hid behind the block of Cloth.
In there for 8.
Good put away, kind of fall away cross court swing. Great set there from Kelly Chang from deep in the court.
There's a tough serve from Chang. That was thumped.
Boom.
You can hear that, feel that up here.
They were both on that ball. Chang interfered there with the block. I like that play and creates an opportunity.
Nice play.
Both players were on the first on-2 ball that Kelly Chang hit. It pays dividends because it forces Kristen to lean that way, opens up the line for Betsy Flint.
Setting up your other shots, making the team uncomfortable or pay attention to something else. Creating space later on in matches.
Long road back here in this first set, though, for Taryn and Kristen.
Nice set. Up and over. And the road gets a little bit longer, 18-10.
7 free points, or you're going to have a tough Sunday morning.
Waterfall.
Yeah, that is sneaky little shot. Yeah, not a great set on that particular play. You have to credit the defense of Chang and Flint, though. You know, when you get a lot of your shots touched,
yeah,
it forces you to try and carve off a little too much sometimes, and that's when the hitting errors creep in.
Another great point. There's the cut shot we've come to know and love from Kristen Nuss. It's impressive. You have 2 titles in 7 tournaments.
Yeah, they came out on fire.
Put everybody on notice. Right now, Chang and Flint came to Chicago and kind of put everybody else on notice too with the way they've been playing.
And they certainly played great volleyball and surprised everybody in Atlanta last year, like you mentioned. Then there's a little bit of that correction as people get some game film, start to figure them out a little bit, and then how do they make their adjustments?
They wanted a sky ball from Kelly Chang. She waved everybody off, said, not today. Got important matters to address.
Let's get to the side switch.
15-20 on the side switch.
Not yet here in set number 1.
Settled in nicely and closed that one out. Not to be here in this first set.
Number 1, Betsy Flint. And
so this serve,
Kelly
21-15. Chang and Flint again show up and perform beautifully. Now, Taryn Cloth has done phenomenal in terms of the kills that she's been able to come up with. You can see the hitting errors, 0 for her. So those hitting errors did come at the hand of Kristen Nuss, who sees, of course, the majority of the side out, as well as all the transition balls. I like the intent from these two coming into Chicago, Chang and Flint. Nice block back, good recovery.
In there for 2-1.
I like the, you gotta be kidding me look from Kelly Chang.
Yeah.
Big block. There's the one she wanted.
You don't want them feeling footloose and fancy free up there like they can do anything they want against your blocking defense.
Betsy Flint came to Manhattan Beach and was taking a lot of swings at the ball and scoring a lot of points. Here she's been very calculated on her approach as she finds one off the heel of her hand. And she uses almost the same maneuver to dig the ball as she does to actually hit the ball.
Yeah, she kind of just went with the hook shot.
Down the line, last second to turn from Nuss.
Ace!
The dreaded
a little extra juice on that net right now from this rain.
5-2.
5-2. Better start. for Nuss and Kloth. Nice pickup. Betsy wipes her hands and sets a nice ball and a block, but it's out of bounds.
The swing and then the contortionist act from Kelly Cheng there to get out of the way. It's just throwing a little bit of a wrench in the side-out game of Kristen Nuss for the moment. Just sorts it out there, though, yeah.
You got to find international points in order to do that. And there was a lot of conversation. How do you get into those international competitions when you're starting with 0 points? But these two were fearless on that approach, as is Nuss on that dig. That's enough of an angle. And high and over the top. But they proved that it wasn't going to be a problem for them.
It's just a matter of getting out there. You have to start at some lower level tournaments to get points and earn your way into maybe qualifiers at bigger tournaments and such. But they certainly have the game to do that and give themselves at least the opportunity to compete.
They decided to go their separate ways, find new partners here in 2022. There's an option! Ripped down the line. My sisters used to tell me that if you grunt when you hit the ball, you hit 10% harder. I don't know if that's actually factual, but why not? Looked like it was there.
Your sisters are scientists, huh?
Right on the edge.
Miss serve. Already played in 7 FIVB events, winning in Australia in their first. And they played in Itapema, took a 9th. Then it was off to Turkey where they won it all.
Kristen Nuss running to the line a lot, having some success in this match so far, but Kelly Cheng seeing it well that time.
Somehow Kristen Nuss finds a way around that block.
That one through.
Betsy Flint with a perfect pass. A little bit too tight on that set. That's a good point. Let's see how she can affect this one. Indecisive is Taryn Kloth right there. It's from the very first time she's introduced on the sand. She doesn't break her smile or anything. Pure and utter determination, the will to win shown on Betsy Flint.
Technical timeout. 3-point lead, Kloth and Nuss.
She's all business. They are not competing here in Chicago.
Again, just unbelievable control on that dig. I'm hoping their sponsorship deal is better than the Louisiana Purchase was way back when.
Like it took you a whole rally to come up with that. That one falls. 10-13. Beginning of season, I said, who's a team you want to face off against? Who's a team you love to face off against? And ironically, they said, we want another crack at Betsy and Kelly.
When you have, tough matches against a team, but that makes you want to play them more. But you're not looking for the easy road.
Line is the call. Great execution for Flint.
2-3.
Nuss with the quick check down, and that's a great line shot too. Love the deep exhale there from Kloth. She still misses. Tomahawk. Nuss with an open net. It's unreal. Take a look at that. 13 attacks, 8 kills, and only 2 errors. It's all about a game of adjustments. There's a dig. Fake, open net. The danger of the option opens the floor for Betsy Flint.
That'll work out sometimes for you. It's just another point.
Yeah, but to us, it looks really cool, Rich.
Right? I agree. That looked very cool. It was a great bomb in the angle from Betsy Flint.
Chang. Quick poke to the line. Gotta love the way she comes in aggressive every single time. 12 kills, 0 hitting errors for Kelly Chang.
17-15, keeping that 1-2 point advantage.
Shooting a lot, but also throwing in some good high swings like that.
Another unreal stab as she adds the pressure, throwing that to the deep corner. Nearly coming up with a big block. It's made for a deadly combination in 2022.
Too high that time from Taryn.
Rain continues to fall. Wow, that was a well-placed set with a ball that was very spinny, ended up pretty tight on the body of Betsy Flint, but well managed. These two teams are 2-2 in 2022. That's combined AVP as well as FIVB competitions, and again, there it is. To the greats, being able to make adjustments on the fly. Kristen Nuss showing that right now. And a block to pair it off.
DKN with a set point.
There's the numbers for Taryn Kloth. You mentioned the blocks, and there are 2 from set 1 to set 2 as Nuss misses that one. And it's a good one. Spinning sideways. Jumbo! Make it her 3rd in the match. Yes, I'm keeping track. 3-set match for the number 6 seed, Kloth and Nuss. Nothing new for them. 11-3 record in those 3-set matches all time on the AVP Tour. It's a decent number. Kloth with the full send. Gave plenty of time to get back.
In there for the first one.
Speaking of short lines.
Yeah, I feel like Kelly Chang, that used to be one that she used all the time, the short line poke consistently. But she can use the old bread and butter whenever she needs it. Fakes the option again. Kloth gets back and earns the block. She says, no, not again.
Yeah, that's an impressive move, and that's one we saw Kelly Kalinsky make a bunch at the end of that Manhattan Beach Open final.
That's a point for Kelly Chang right there, just solely based off of the position she was in having to set that ball.
I don't even understand that level of wrist mobility to be facing the net like that. And
I don't know how she did that. Speaking of blocks on the option, Chang finds one.
It's a couple times now, though, that they've scored and then missed their next serve. They've got to be careful of that if they want to win this 3rd set. Those kind of management things become critical as sets and matches go on.
There's the option down the line.
Yeah, not a huge part of the game of Kloth and Nuss.
Nope.
But they are very capable, as we've seen Taryn unload on a couple second balls already this match.
Lots of training, but Taryn Kloth wants to try and keep adding in some of those options. She's not quite that comfortable with it yet. That's a great play from Kristen Nuss. Another important storyline to follow here in Chicago is that we've had no repeat winners on the women's side here in 2022. Both of these 2 teams have won a title. And there's a huge dig from Nuss. Quick tempo, and that's as sharp as it gets. The ball had to go with touch off the block. Betsy Flint gets a hand. Outstanding defensive play from both of these teams. So they've had a very strong 2022. Good turn from Flint. Slapped up.
You know your partner means highline when she gives you the little extra shrieky highline call.
Too far off for the option there. Deep swing from Flint. Nice dig, Flint. What will Chang do? She checks.
Ooh, I like that. Thought about shooting it and then saw some open court and slapped it down. That's really nice change of tempo there.
17 kills for Chang, 12 for Kloth. 3 and 2 blocks. Man, Betsy Flint has been running everywhere. That's a big time play, being able to chase that line shot and deliver another.
Her distance is covered there. That kind of surprises me. I feel like we see Kristen running around like crazy back there, but Betsy and Kelly.
Of course, those numbers powered by Connexon. Those are the black devices on their swimsuits you'll see. Taking in all the information as a tough serve pays off for Kloth and Nuss. Trying to bring that topspin jump. Just a little bit more of the controlled jump serve. And that's an angle, not just towards the sideline, but straight into the sand.
Chang with the thump.
Not enough on that jumbo. Pull dig for Kloth. And the power! She finds a pull dig in that last play. Big block! She stayed patient, jumped into that angle at the last second.
The thing with her blocks is they're coming at very timely moments. They're not just, 1-0, 2-0. They're coming at critical late inning moments like this to get point number 12, for example.
Emily Day, of course, playing alongside Stabby Simo this year. Sees the pull into the line cut. Dropping dimes is Taryn Kloth. The other women's semifinal also going 3 sets. Yes, a net violation on Kristen Nuss.
Certainly.
Shot to find match ball. There's the short line picked up from Betsy Flint. That's a big time play right there. We talked about it before we even got into this set. Another great defensive adjustment from Flint. Oh, she covers the high ball over her head. And it's inbounds. Kloth and Nuss saying it's out.
Kristen's still in the position where they can side out to victory here, but starts to get tight here a little bit.
And again, make it 3 straight for Flint.
With one hand, we get on the dig, Betsy Flint.
Betsy Flint.
What a charge here from Chang and Flint.
And that jumbo falls.
I mean, that is intestinal fortitude right there to go back to the jumbo after you've had 2 of them picked up.
In 3 rallies, it's match ball. Good dig. Can she get to the final here? Flint's on it. It's gotta go. Chang. Up and over, and it's done again.
Oh my goodness, what a
We're
point.
knotted up. 14 apiece. all. Picks up again in the line. She's been dug the last few, and that's too tight.
And Betsy Flint.
Wow, the defense right now.
Turn the tables.
Chang and Flint.
Match point.
Pulling into the angle, the waterfall's there, and so is Flint. She can't pay it off. She can't pay it off. 15 all. The margins are inches right now. It's 15 all. There's the option. You love having that in your back pocket. Opportunity at match point for Chang and Flint.
Good vision, great execution that time, Kristen Nuss.
16 all. Speaking of delayed blocks, there's one for Kloth, covering the high line. Nuss has the cut open. Oh man, she was 2 feet off the net. She was trying to cover the line, but her partner was also there.
A couple chances that Kloth and Nuss have been unable to capitalize on here late.
It's another match ball into the net. They tried to go line to line. That's Chang's favorite. And another option. Back to back for Chang to get them back to match point.
But didn't quite have enough time to front Kelly Chang.
Tomahawk for Chang. She's been errorless through the whole match. Nuss finds the corner.
Are you kidding me?
This is unreal. It's 18 all. Little taste of your own medicine. Flint finds the jumbo. Little trouble out of the middle, open net. She goes option, and there's gonna be no block. Another shot. Perfect set, and there's the shot into the angle. We haven't seen that one over the pulled angle block yet.
Yeah, that was nicely flattened out there.
And another side out.
Yeah, well seen from Betsy that time.
I don't think the sky ball's coming right now. It's match ball number 6. They test Kloth, and she says, not a great idea, folks. The blockers are doing well offensively. Nuss quick on the approach, and she beats the block. 5'6", and she takes the swing. It was on her hands. 21 all.
We have a scoreboard.
It's in 22-21. They've got the slow clap on their side. All.
Show me yours and I'll show you mine.
Exactly. Open net! And it's called out of bounds. Yikes! 7th match ball. Chang and Flint pulling into the angle, and yet again it shows up. We hadn't seen it. That's another way to defeat that angle pull of Kelly Chang. Now they're testing her. We've seen the option come up multiple times from Kelly Chang. Is it again? Nope, she goes to her partner. Tomahawk for the win. Oh, Flint's right on that. It's gotta go. And there it is! 25-23. TKN is on to the final.
Yeah, they love to dangle that carrot. It looked like they were in control of that third set. Kelly Chang, Betsy Flint. made an unbelievable comeback and really were in control very late in that set. Taryn and Kristen just stealing it back again, earning their place in the finals. Well done. What a great volleyball match from all four of our athletes out there.